Hey guys, it's Minish. I'm at work and I'm a little more calm than I was yesterday given the situation. Thinking of a way forward, what we're supposed to do, and the more I think about it, just the more I just can't even empathize with where they're coming from. If you got shot 9 times and you go to the hospital 9 times, they're not going to say, oh, you're spamming the hospital. No, you got shot, you went to the hospital. You got shot, you went to the hospital. And it should be even more applicable when you're spending $14,000, when you are supporting their game for 3 years, right? To literally lose a role. Firstly, I don't care that much about the role, but the message it sends is, hey, you know, you talked out against us. We're taking away that. And the way you said it is disrespectful. And 100% they're going off the video. I've thought of it more and more, and 100% what they say is harassment. They're going off what I said in the previous video. There's like looking at the logs, looking at the actual ticketing, there has been little to no anything regarding that could even be misconstrued as respect, because I was narrowing my scope. I was looking at it, I'm like, okay, how could, how are they interpreting this? What could we have done better? What was wrong with the support tickets that I'm getting accused of in spamming? No, you know, it's one of those things you just have to take a step back and be like, it was never about the spamming. It was never about the account issues, right? Their goals are they make a system, the players accept it, they leave alone. You go against that, that's it. And it's kind of insane that they're at the point where they feel they can make whatever changes they want and get away with it. That is where they currently are, and that is their current mentality. Is, oh, well, this guy spoke out against us? Well, fucking shut him the fuck up. Here's a 3-day ban. This is a warning, right? Your content creator world, gone, right? Just, this is actually the worst way to handle it. The actual worst way to handle it, especially when our demands were so reasonable. Our demands were, hey, if you're going to keep this system in the game, have an actual support staff. Not give us pre-scripted responses, because it's not just me getting them. And then the other one was, hey, can you not make a bus reCAPTCHA? Can you make a readable CAPTCHA? You make a readable CAPTCHA, I'm not getting locked down anymore. But no, you're failing across the board. And how do you respond by failing? You silence those who spoke out against you. And you can say, oh no, that's not what we're doing. What are you doing then? You're saying I'm harassing you? Who? This is crazy. I can spend so much money, I can spend so much of my time. And then this is the result. Well, guess what? I have spent enough where I can reclaim that. I have spent enough where I can say, look, this is the value associated with my account. This is what I'm entitled to. This is your TOS. This is the action you're taking against me. How is this in favor of the terms of service I've agreed to when I gave you this money? But they are also protected. I've talked to my lawyer, and they're protected because technically every money we give them is via donation. And it says in their description that they reserve the right to refuse service, and they technically do not have to explain themselves. But this is the precedent they are setting. You can be banned. I could be banned. I might be banned, and I'll accept that, because at a certain point, it's a matter of pride. It would have been so much easier. It would have been so much easier to not say or do anything. It would have been so much easier to just be like, yeah, man, the devs are doing this to protect you. But they're not. They don't care. They don't care. The botting issue is a matter of public interest in terms of making sure there's regulation. And if players are farming too much, the botting issue that attacks players is actually a net positive for them as a company, because it doesn't benefit them for free to play to be too powerful. That's why they do things initially like the initial wipe. That's why they do things like they periodically release new cosmetics, because that's what makes them the most money. If you look at the PvP reward section, which is something I've always respected them for, and the hats you can earn from PvP only.
On the core deck with the opposite of the deck.
If you look at the hats they're doing, and for PvP only, it's quite literally the same hats year round. If you think about like free content you have gotten in recency, and I've had people complaining about this, and I've defended the game for this and pissed off like my friends Pete. Um, Everything is profit incentive, and at this point, you gotta think about how much it would cost them to fix a captcha system. And the fact that if they're not willing to front that cost for a positive change later, a change that's causing people to lose the games, that means they're not even viewing the captcha system as a negative. For everyone who has told me they just stopped paying, I understand. And I'm going to do the same thing, because obviously what we're currently doing in the current status quo is inappropriate. But for everyone who just stops and accepts the systems are just going to get worse. How much longer can this be the MMO? Honestly, I think this game is heads and shoulders above everywhere else. I think it stays no matter what happens. And I think they know that, and that's why they get away with shit like this. It's up to us, the player base, to hold them accountable. To not say this is okay. You know? And I'm hoping you guys make the forum posts. I'm hoping you guys continue reporting if your account is getting flagged and it's not supposed to be flagged, because guess what? That is a report. That is, if enough people care, if it stops costing them money, it becomes beneficial for them to make change. And that's all I want. I want them to fix a system. You don't even have to get rid of a system. You just have to fix it. Make the captchas readable. Then I'm not doing support tickets for getting locked out, because I'm not getting locked out. Or if you can't make the captchas readable, give people a way to undo the ban caused by the captcha. You don't even do that, you know? If you're so concerned with getting burned from the code category side of things, I don't know. Development wise, I understand there's investors, there's a bunch of things, there's a bunch of moving parts, and I have an understanding of how much, right? But it's just laziness. It's just laziness, because this is right now short term costing you profits, and it's going to cost you more long term. Especially from me. You've lost, like, I probably lifetime would have easily pumped $100,000 into your game in the next 20 years. And yeah, you're not getting a cent. Every event, you know, why would I put money into a game that can ban me on a whim? But yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys.